River Tea Room, just incredible. You know, I look back through my photos and I could barely find any because they were the best moments of my life in Hanoi, and they were better undocumented. So, you know, Red River Tea Room was where I first was introduced to Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, me too.
And we would laugh hysterically in the corner while you and your awesome team would keep us well oiled. But thank you for creating a place that was so safe, where we could be ourselves, a home away from home. And of course, all of your care for Blue Dragon kids. You've taken so many young men under your wing, and you've mentored them, you've helped them to see the world differently, and you gave them the chance that they needed. And I know many of those kids who you helped still talk so fondly of you, and you shaped their first steps into their adult life. So from the bottom of Blue Dragon's heart and my heart, I really just want to say you are an absolute legend.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
You.
I've had a few of them. Every farewell I've had from Hanoi, every major event has been at one of your Red River venues, and it's always been because I knew the staff would take good care of us, that we'd be able to have a private space and we'd just be able to have fun without worrying. And, you know, thank you so much for always creating such a wonderful space for us and for so many other people in the Hanoi community. I know we're not the only people who did that or felt that. So thanks, Jimmy. It's going to be so weird coming to Hanoi and not riding past or popping in to see you and say hello. So I hope the rest of your life is as incredible as the time that you've created for us in Hanoi, and I hope that the community you created here, you find that in another way in your life as well. So thanks for creating something so special for us.
We love you, Jim. Congratulations.
Hey Jimbo, sitting in my office at work, which is kind of apt really, considering that we first met in 2009 when you were my first boss in Vietnam, in Hanoi, at Language Link. So I spent a couple of years there with you, having some great times, teaching kids, teenagers for our sins, spending Sundays all day teaching, and then having to get really pissed in the evenings with a whole group of us because we were just completely drained by the whole thing. And I remember you saying to me when I first arrived that if I lasted 4 seasons, then I'm probably more likely to stay. And I lasted 4 seasons. Of course, I've stayed for a bloody long time, and I'm still here. And you also said that steer clear of people that have anything negative to say about Hanoi. And I did that for a long while, and it helped a lot. Times, of course, change, and we become negative to certain things. But really, I think we're very fortunate to live here, and very fortunate to have had Red. Red, as you know, was my home pretty much for many years. Pretty much the only place that I would frequent, bar none. And it was always a joy coming from work, coming in to see you and having too many beers. But of course, times have changed. I've gone down a different path now, and you now will be embarking on another one, and Red will no longer be. But I've had so many fantastic, fond memories there. Good chats, good laughter, fantastic groups of people, venting our problems, complaining, just talking shit basically, and having an absolute great time. So it's been an absolute pleasure really being part of the Red community and seeing it all change and the different locations, and knowing you're an absolutely fantastic person, and it's been a pleasure and an honour. So all the best, and I will see you soon. Thanks, Jim. All the best.
All right, I'm gonna have to keep this pretty short. Long story short, Kim and I walking down the street in Hanoi. We're brand new to Hanoi. We see a place called Red River Tea Room, and we're not tea drinkers. But there's a Carlsberg sign out front, so we decided to stop in. We walk in and we see Jim with his baby blue Neil Young shirt and immediately start talking about deep Neil Young cuts, and we just knew like right away, like, oh yeah, this is our place, you know. And it's an integral place for Kim and me, you know, even the rugby club, just seeing people, you know, randomly there on the whole way home from work, you know, Hung, wrestling with Vu outside the door back in the day, making a lot of bad decisions and a lot of good friends. Can't tell you how much that place means to us, how much Jim and Hung and yeah, how much Hanoi and everything means to us. And thanks for having it up for so long. And with that, cheers to Red River Tea Room.
Hi Jim, Amalia here. I don't even know if you still recognize me after all these years. So remember when I said I was going to have to come home for the summer, and you said, oh no, a summer without Amalia. And it's been 12 years now, or maybe just 11, but still quite a lot of years. Yeah, I really hope that you're okay. Sad to hear that the tea room's closing down. I've thought about returning to Hanoi every single day since I left. And as for the tea room, I have this weird recurring dream that I'm back in Hanoi, and suddenly I realize, shit, I haven't been to the tea room yet. And then I try to make my way across Swansea, and there's always some kind of an obstacle, and I never make it to the tea room in time before I wake up. So that's a bit weird. As for good memories of the tea room, a couple of things that spring to mind. For example, when I left, I think it was for a year, and then I came back and I found this painting of me smoking a cigar at some language link Christmas do over there by Westlake. Somebody had it painted, I think it was Waylon, and you hung it up behind the bar, and it was there for months until I got there when I ordered to have it taken down. And I've still got it here somewhere. I tried to look it up, I couldn't find it. That's one thing. And then the other thing is, I think it was Hung who couldn't remember how to pronounce my name, so he kept calling me Amalita, and then you turned that into a cocktail, and that was really funny. So I still use that as my go-to find someone who, when I have to give a demonstration of how to do that. And yeah, for somebody who spent nearly every day over there drinking with, I think it was Waylon and Todd and Steve Edwards and you, I shamefully could not muster up more than 3 pictures of the tea room, which brings to mind, you know, where are those pictures? Where's everything from 2012? So if you do have any, then please share them with me. So anyway, the tea room is an absolutely fantastic place, and I'm really sorry that I'm not going to get to be there for the closing. And well, love you, Jim. Bye.
Hi Jim, just a quick message just to send you all the absolute very best from down here in Hoi An. Gutted, I'm sorry I can't be with you this weekend. Yeah, Leo started full days at nursery this week, and me taking a jolly this weekend would not be appreciated. But I will be with you all in spirit, sending massive love from down here. So I will absolutely never forget the community of friends that I've met through Red River and through you, honestly. It's a very special thing you've done there over the last 12 years. So thank you. Hopefully it arrived in time. I made you a small gift, but really a gift from everyone here today. It took a lot of people to to help put it together and help hopefully get it to you in time. As I'm sure someone will let you know, keep in touch with me about it. I'm not happy with the inside, and I'd like to get it back off you and fix it up, but we'll discuss that another time. All right, Jim, all the best, man. Massive love, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you put together with Red River. Very special.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Red River and you and Frank were all such important parts of our time in Hanoi.
Yeah, we had so many formative experiences there. It's hard to imagine what Hanoi would have looked like without Red River, from, your trivia, Hanoi Hitman shenanigans,
Board games,
post trivia, not sneaking in during COVID.
So we're definitely glad that we left before you shut your doors.
Jim, we love you.
Love you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey Jim, greetings from Canada from me and a very sleepy Daisy. She's been a little under the weather this week, but she wanted to take a moment with me to wish you well in the next chapter. Jim, it's hard to believe that it's been over 10 years now since I first moved to Vietnam. And I'd like you to know how special Reds was to me in my time there, and how it really helped me to build my community, and really a lot faster than I think it otherwise would have. And I'm quite sure there's so many others that feel the same, and that's really special and unique what you've created there. And I'm sure it's going to be difficult to step away. I'm sure that your life has been forever enriched by all the people that you've met from all around the world and all the experiences that you've had. And thank you so much for all the wonderful memories and great people that I've met. We'll always have our shared love of roosters. And I'm disappointed that I didn't get back to see the new Reds. I was planning on coming a couple years back, and COVID hit, and we all know what happened there. So unfortunately my trip was canceled, but I do hope to make the journey in the next couple of years. But certainly it won't be the same without going there and seeing your face and warm smile and conversation. But if you're still in Hanoi, maybe I'll see you around. Anyway, thanks Jim, and once again, best of luck in the next chapter.
Hi Jim, I am here in my classroom. Whoever thought that I'd be back here, but you can see in North Carolina getting ready to start my day. Got a cup of coffee. Okay, our love of coffee has not died, but we all know where I'd rather be, and that would be at Red River Tea Room. It's been my favorite place for more than 12 years. And a lot of that, of course, is because you were there to listen to my stories over and over again. So I just hope that it was a good journey for you. And I hope the next one will be even better. And I'll be there at Christmas, so I'll be able to do this in person. But I'm going to miss Red River Tea Room. And it's been a big part of all our lives. And thank you for it. And I'll see you at Christmas.
Hi, Jim. My time at Red River Tea Room is an experience I always cherish. The laughter, the playfulness in Frank, the joy that we shared together, that is a memory I will never, ever forget. I met incredible friends and learned about the culture I had never encouraged before. My colleagues were always warm, welcoming, making my days at that time is so much brighter. And you, Jim, you play a special role in my journey. You taught me to appreciate life beauty and stood by me during my toughest moment in my life. I owe so much to my time at the Red River Tea Room. Thank you for everything, Jim. And thank you, Red River Tea Room.
Hello, I'm Hai, and I have been working in Red River for long, so I have learned a lot from Red River, and it's like my good memories, so I hope you stay well and take care.
Attempt number 3.
Action. Dear Red community, Jim, Hung, and everyone else. It is bittersweet making this video because with one hand we aren't going to be able to be there with you on Friday to help celebrate and drink ourselves all into a stupor.
Probably for the best.
Maybe for the best. And on the other hand, there was so many fond memories, and this is not a funeral, as more of a, what do they call them now?
A celebration of life.
Celebration of life, exactly. So I want to say thank you to the establishment and to its gracious hosts. Well, one gracious host, Hung, and the other host, Jim. One with miraculous customer service skills and bartending skills, and one is Jim.
And Frank.
And Frank.
I'd like to shout out Frank, who always made us feel unwelcome.
Yeah, he was almost as grumpy as Jim. He only bit my daughter twice, and Jim bit 3 times, I think, so. It was a blast. I loved getting locked in when the storm was too big to go home. I loved during COVID and there were police on the end of every street, you still let us sneak in through the back door and teach from a bar, when we needed it most. So for that, thank you and thank you and thank you.
And for all of the times when we were a mess or just wanted to hang out, it was always so comforting knowing there was always somewhere to go. Doesn't matter which location it was, it always felt like a home from home. And
speaking of being a mess, it was also amazing that you guys took care of my mess on the way home, if not driven her home, following her home when she was too stubborn and wanted to drive herself. So again, for that, thank you, thank you, thank you.
We love you guys. We miss you.
There's so much to say. From 2002 in Hua Bang to 2024 on Swansea. We've been through a lot together, working with HSCV and the Friendship Home, all of the story slams, many iterations of that, 3 different bars for Red River Tea Room. It's been such a great journey with you. I'm looking forward to spending more time with you outside of the bar now. Come on over, make you some meals, have some drinks on a rooftop. It's my treat. And thank you so much for being such a big part of my life and my family's life. You're like a grandfather to my son and a good friend to my husband. So I couldn't wish for more in a friendship. Best of luck, Jim. Thanks for everything.
There's no place I'd rather be.